I think, well, actually, I would say very well. I think we've had an experience. We've been doing 3 tracks where we have completely different experience on each track, and I think some things will come very easily and naturally. Some things will be tougher.
Yes.
But it's great to be working off each other. That's the thing that I'm.
Yeah, I agree. I think we started recording these first 3 tracks, and I think it was not something that we choose to do, but we ended up with 3 tracks that are completely different between them, and even the way we approached them at the end, it was completely different. Something was really flowing in. Something it was just about talking between us. Okay, what we should achieve, and trying to find, as we were saying, our midway between doing something artistically that we liked or something else like it was today. It was completely different.
The rain wakes me up with its noise.
I think it's going very well, and most of all, what I think is really good when we were just talking about when we were in the studio in Rome, talking about through the track. I think it is there where we started probably entering into the work together and saying, this is this way, we can do that other thing in that other track. I think that was very important, at least for me, to share with you what was the core of the tracks, and so how we can add.
We're working off each other, but also it's a nice. We're finding the balance between me playing really what Giancarlo's vision, if you like, or what he wants me to do, and I'm trying to fit that like any session playing, if you like. At the same time, to find a place where it's the way I play, all of my thoughts and my opinions and that kind of thing. And it's finding that middle ground. And we noticed that on different tracks, some of that comes more easily, and some of it's harder. Yeah. Even if I try to do as I'm told, I can't really succeed. So I end up achieving it better by collaboration and putting my all in. I tend to play better if I'm being me.
Yes, during the writing process of this album, we had change in the lineup, so we just changed the drummer and keyboard player. And I have to say that it's probably the change of lineup is reflecting a bit also what is about the music. I think that this album is much more, I would say maybe focused if compared to the previous material. There are kind of shorter songs. It's more, if you want to think, it's more concentrated, and it's also less ambient. They are bold because they're not really hard, but they are more bold in terms of sound. There will be something that will go also on the album, and there will be something else that will be just on the EP and will not be on the album. And there will be something else that will be on the EP and on the album, but in different ways.
Okay.
So the answer is quite complex. It's yes, no, and maybe.
Okay. I could see this place that I could just plug in. I could fit in and connect, and that dynamic is fundamental.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's whether you're fitting into a band, or it's a playing thing, or am I a session guy? Am I sort of just being, is this just paid work? No, this was a little creative zone that I've had before, and I'd missed, and it's nice for me to come back to a place like that.
Leaning in the trees between my arms and the sea.